Hi there, thought I'd do a quick update of where I'm at with things on my reverse diet for you guys, what I've been up to, and hopefully this will be informational for you. Some of my first videos, I'm kind of new to this, so I'm trying to provide information for you guys. Hopefully it'll be something that you can use or will be helpful to you, or that you can relate to, or that can motivate you, whether you're on a reverse diet, a weight loss plan, just trying to meet goals in general. So that's like what I have behind me. I have all my goals written up there, and I have this big calendar board that I'm going to fill out. But anyway, I've done all my goal planning through March, so I know where I want to be, that sort of thing. I'm super excited about it, so every day I just hit it really hard. I know what I'm going to do. I get my one thing done every day, and then sometimes I do more, sometimes I do less, just depending, but it's really, really effective. Anyway, where I'm at with my reverse diet, so Thanksgiving was hard, I'm going to admit, so I set myself up for success by making healthy food. So I made Brussels sprouts, I made squash, I knew that we were going to have turkey and I could have that, and I love those things. I also decided I'd make some healthy desserts, so I made like little mini pecan bites. It had like dates and pecans and stevia and some coconut cups with stevia sweetened chocolate, some espresso energy balls. They're all really good things, but within moderation, right? So I kind of have this problem that once I get sugar, like I want more sugar. So what happens is I overeat the healthy treats that I made, which is just as bad as like eating a candy bar, right? Because everything is within moderation. So I get this bright idea that I'm going to go ahead and for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to quit sugar substitutes, fructose, anything like that, just to try to like clear my palate to see if I can stop some of those sugar cravings. Today is, let's see, day 5 of quitting sugar. So far so good, although on day 1 I didn't make it and I had an RX bar which has dates in it. So again, it's healthier, but that's not the goal I'm trying to accomplish, because for me, like, sugar is my thing. So it's my vice. Like, I can't just eat one. Like, some people can't eat one chip. I can pass on the chips completely. Give me some chocolate bar or like ice cream, or I'll sit and eat a whole tub of like Halo Top or Arctic Zero like nobody's business. So I know that that's a problem for me, and so that's why I've decided 4 weeks of no sugar. I don't know if you know anything about sugar, like really it's the culprit to like all health issues. It's not fat per se, so fat's good for you. You want to eat a good amount of healthy fats that comes from like seeds and nuts and avocado and coconut and things like that. So I have found that coconut is my best friend during this quitting sugar process. Anyway, it does have a little bit of natural sugar in it, but I'm using it a little bit more than I normally would. Anyway, but sugar, especially refined sugar or table sugar and fructose, which you'd find in fruit, which I'm not saying that fruit is bad, by the way. I'm going to give that precursor here. But if you don't use it right away, then your liver processes it and it metabolizes into fat, and so sugar makes you fat. I am saying that. I'm not saying fruit does, but sugar is really the culprit, the reason, why we get fat. So anyway, I don't want to be fat, and I don't want to be unhealthy, and I don't want to have any metabolic diseases when I get older, like diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, that sort of thing. So I want to try and get rid of sugar now. So I'm on day 5 of quitting sugar. It's been pretty good. So far I've realized that I do like to chew gum, and I'm not chewing any gum because I'm not having any stevia or sucralose or anything like that. So no Walden Farms, no protein powder. Well, I have one protein powder that isn't sweetened with stevia or sucralose. It's just plain that I can use. It's Quattro Pure and Simple, so it's really good, and it's a whey casein blend, so you can actually bake with it. But again, I'm not doing very much baking because all I can use is like cinnamon and spices and that sort of thing. So going good so far. So I do kind of miss gum and BCAAs. I like to drink those, but when I think about it, like, why do I really like that, is because I like it because it's like sugary, right? It's not because the BCAAs give me so much energy, or the gum satisfies my hunger or whatever. It's just, it's sugar, and so that's why I like it. So anyway, I'm working on that 4 weeks of no sugar, which will put me right up to Christmas. And so my goal and my plan, so you guys can help me keep myself accountable, is to not overdo it for Christmas and New Year's. If I want to have something small, have it, but that's it, and then stick to that. So as far as my weigh-in goes, I weigh in tomorrow, so that will be Thursday, and this is the only one that I'm kind of nervous about because I'm getting to that point where, like, I'm good. I may be a little bit over good, but maybe need to dial it back just a little bit. So the exciting thing is I've upped my fats a lot, so I'm around 45 grams of fat per day, around 120 grams of carbs, which is still really low for a lot of people. And that's really not counting a lot of vegetables, so I don't count like cucumbers and zucchini and things like that that are really low carbohydrate, but I do count like squash and things that are a little bit higher in carbs, and of course oatmeal and sweet potatoes and rice, that sort of thing. So doing good there. Protein's still pretty good, a lot lower than like the 175 or 200 grams that I eat on prep though, so that's kind of hard on my stomach. Anyway, what else is happening? Let's see. Oh, my strength training programs, I'm hitting PRs, which is really awesome for my upper body. I'm still working on squats, so this week you will see some of my training videos, and I'll try to explain a little bit more about the form and the technique that I'm using and why I'm doing certain things. So that's exciting, and yeah. So, oh, the other thing I did that wasn't really good, that was right after Thanksgiving, I decided that I was going to do the quitting sugar, and so the day before I went and had frozen yogurt, like the biggest thing of frozen yogurt with a lot of candy in it. So that maybe wasn't the best thing to do. That could kind of add a little bit to my weight gain and bloating that I've seen. But anyway, still doing good as far as this week, like hitting my macros, having some amazing food, trying new things. Like I haven't really eaten beets before. I'm going to do some recipes with beets just because it's a little bit sweeter of a vegetable. So that should be kind of fun. And posted a bunch of recipes yesterday for Giving Tuesday on my website. So if you're looking for any healthy recipes, check out carmenohling.com on my blog. I think I did like 4 or 5 recipes for everybody. I was trying to give back by allowing people to be healthier by eating clean. So that's it for now. I'll check back in tomorrow when I do my weigh-in. Cross your fingers, it's not like way off the charts. Again, my goal was to be 10 pounds or less of my stage weight, which was 117, and so 127 would be kind of where I want to be at, or less. So we'll see how that goes. Hope you're having a great week, and talk soon. Here is my first meal of the day, so day 2 of my quitting sugar or fake sugar or any type of sweetener. So I'm trying out squash, actually spaghetti squash type oatmeal, so like making it into like kind of a porridge, and it just has cinnamon and a little coconut flake on top. So it should be good. And coffee. So for my next meal, it's really hot. I made some veggie soup. I really wanted salad, but I decided just to grab whatever veggies I had in the fridge. So I did onion, mushroom, zucchini, and carrot, and then just add a little stock and some seasoning to make a little soup. And then I have some turkey still left over, turkey breast from Thanksgiving with some kombucha squash and mustard and hot sauce. So that's really good, and that is my next meal, and no sugar. Although I did buy some organic chicken stock and I didn't read the label first, I went to use it, and it has sugar, organic cane sugar added to it. So anyway, bad brand. Always read your nutrition labels before you buy the stuff at the store and bring it home so you don't waste your money. So for a little snack here, I'm going to have one of these rice cakes, and then a tablespoon of this almond butter, which is really good. So a tablespoon is 16 grams. And so I'm actually going to measure it out. So I just put my rice cake on there, and this tells you how much grams, and you put it on there. And then these rice cakes, I really like them. Again, rice cakes don't have much nutritional value, but they are carbs, and these are just, one rice cake is 8 grams of carbs, and it's organic whole grain brown rice and sea salt. And I like them because they're crunchy. They're crunchier than like the regular Quaker rice cakes. So anyway, this will be the next meal, and I might put a little cinnamon on top of it too. So here is my next meal, which is a really big bowl of oatmeal, and it looks so ginormous because I actually cooked it with like a ½ cup of coconut milk and then a full cup of water to my oats, which is just over ½ cup, and then I added shredded zucchini, egg whites, and pumpkin puree to it. So it makes it lots and lots of volume. So let's see, on top I have cinnamon, and I also have some Jif powdered peanut butter, which actually doesn't have any added sugar like PB2 does. So, and then a little bit of sea salt on top, because a little bit of salt always brings out the flavor and everything. So still doing good with the no sugar, and really excited to eat this. I made some green tea too because I am freezing. And here is my dinner meal. I love making bowls. I'll make all sorts of them. So in this one, at the bottom there's some of these kelp noodles. Never tried them before. Here's the ingredients are just kelp noodles and some sodium and the nutrition facts. So I just did 1 serving size, so 4 ounces. But they're like kind of crunchy, and you just rinse them and then you're done. So I just soaked them in hot water, and they're at the bottom of the bowl. And then on top of that is shredded chicken. Then we have some kabocha squash. We have some cabbage. I used frozen vegetables for the cabbage and the spinach and the onion saute that I did. And then homemade kimchi, as always, topped with some diced jalapenos here, and 1 egg, and then a ½ tablespoon of seeds. So looks really yummy. Oh, and the dressing that I used was hot sauce, sea salt, black pepper, and a little bit of this coconut aminos, which I really, really like. It's like soy sauce, but it doesn't have soy. It's made from coconut. It does have a little bit of sugar, so you want to kind of stick to the serving size, but it's natural sugar. So really yummy. Can't wait to eat it. Oh, and some mushrooms along the middle because I love mushrooms. Not super good lighting in here, but this is my last meal of the day. I was a little short on carbs, so I did a little bit more oatmeal. I put in pumpkin puree again, topped it with cinnamon, 5 grams slivered almonds just for a little extra crunch, and I cooked it with water this time, but I did do a splash of unsweetened vanilla almond milk on the top. So carbs are something that I struggle with, and I'm supposed to be getting those up. Now that I have my fat up to more of a maintenance level, which is around 40 grams or so, I'm really going to be concentrating on increasing my carbohydrates now. So, and I want to get in more of the good complex carbohydrates like oatmeal and brown rice, and I love black rice and sweet potatoes, all that sort of thing. So last meal of the day, and that will conclude today's full day of eating. Hope you enjoyed. Good morning. It is December 1st, so officially 45 days out from my competition. So we'll do a weigh-in today. And 128.6 is where we're at. So a pound higher than last week, but I knew it was going to be a little higher, just like I talked about, kind of overindulged with the holiday. But getting back on track and feeling good. Okay, I just got back from walking the dog. It's super cold outside, and I went to my P.O. box where I get my mail, and I got this box from PE Science that I've been waiting for because I love their protein powder. It's a whey casein blend. I'm trying to open the box right now. The dog's trying to do it with me too. I'll show you. Anyway, it is a whey casein blend, which is good for cooking and baking, making pancakes, waffles, that sort of thing. They have quality ingredients, and it tastes really good too. So I've been waiting a while for this, and this was the flavor that I really wanted to try. White chocolate mint. Sounds really yummy. So there is 1.5 grams of fat, 2.5 carbs, 24 grams of protein. So again, I was really excited to try it. But a couple days ago, I started the no sugar challenge for 4 weeks. So giving up sugar, sugar substitutes, fructose, anything like that that has added sugar in it. So this is gonna have to wait. I also got vanilla too because I usually get snickerdoodle or chocolate cupcake. And I'm super excited to try that. Same macros for that, but soon enough. So these will be waiting for me. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's kind of cold here today, so I'm wearing like sweats and this headband and everything. So, what else did I get to try? There are aminos. I really like aminos. This one's mango. Never tried their aminos, just their protein powder. So we'll see what happens. 4 more weeks to go, and then I'll let you know how I like it. Welcome back. I just want to do a quick wrap up to week 6, and this week you saw some of the main lifts that I'm doing. Again, more of strength training programs, so you saw squats and bench press and deadlifts, hip thrusts, that sort of thing. Me messing around with some yoga. I've been doing yoga 3 times a week and I love it. So I definitely recommend that. You also saw a full day of eating, and then me getting the PE Science shipment that I've been waiting for to try the new protein powder. But I am also doing 4 weeks of giving up sugar, so sugar substitute like stevia or sucralose and fruit. And so I haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But I thought I'd wrap up by just talking about some of the challenges, so more of a realistic point of view on the reverse dieting. So I think one of the biggest things that is challenging for me is when people say like, oh, are you not doing that anymore? Are you not dieting? And not really realizing like this is how I like to live my life. I love to work out. I love to eat healthy food. And so sometimes I get caught in my head a little bit around that, in that I think like, oh, I do need to go out and have something to eat, a hamburger or fried food, or I do need to go out with friends and have drinks or do this or do that. And sometimes I forget about my priorities a little bit. And so just making sure that every day I'm sticking to what my priorities are and what my expectations are for me and myself and my life, and not necessarily what others' expectations are of me or what they think. So sometimes that gets hard. So like over the weekend, having a few drinks and that sort of thing, I've done that consistently for the last few weeks. And so that's been a challenge because, you know, that really doesn't help your physique or my reverse diet progress in any way. So, I mean, it's fun to go out with friends and I really enjoy that. So anyway, that's one of the challenges that I've been having, just trying to find, I don't really like the word balance. I think that if you're doing things in your life that you truly love and are passionate about, then you could do them all the time and there isn't really necessarily a need for balance, but just trying to find a way where I can live my life how I want to and still be around those that I love and not having a lot of judgment around that. So anyway, that's my biggest challenge. So week 6 is a wrap, and catch you on week 7.